What up, TTC 9 Empire? It's your boy Mailman back at it again, man. Um, Here to give you. This is not gonna be a hate week, man. This is just pretty much gonna be what I think about the upcoming game. And as a fan, as a Niner fan, I feel like what I'm saying it's my job to come on here and defend my team or say the things I feel like that need to be said. And anybody that knows me, I'm very realistic about my team. I'm not gonna talk out my ass. I'm not gonna shoot any bullshit. I'm not gonna say something that at least I feel like doesn't make sense. I'm gonna be, what I'm saying, just as upfront as possible as I can be. I've seen a lot of Falcon fans come out and make videos and whatnot. All of them, what I'm saying, seem pretty legit except for just one. I commented on Sports Live in the ATL. He's been making a lot of videos, a whole lot of videos um, about the game coming up, saying how he guarantees they're going to win and they're going to destroy us and this and that. Now, I understand, he's a fan, I'm a fan. He's going to look at it his way from his perspective. I'm going to look at it my way from my perspective. You know what I'm saying? We all fans on here. And it's like I commented on his page and I told him, I said, man, you know, you cannot be sure that any team can beat any team in the NFL, especially, and this is no disrespect to him and his Falcons, especially being, the Atlanta Falcons, because I don't consider the Atlanta Falcons to be a superior elite team in the NFL. That's no disrespect to them. They're a good team. They are a good team. But when I consider an elite team, there's only to me there's only three elite teams in the NFL. Only three right now that I'm looking at, and that's the Patriots, the Packers, and the Broncos. At least to me, those are the only three elite teams that I see. And I don't, if he wanted to say he can guarantee a victory, if he was the Patriots or the Packers or the Broncos, I can get where he coming from with that, saying that, saying he guarantees a victory and there's no way we could win. I would understand that. I would get that. But the fact of the matter is that his team is not one of those three teams. Okay? They're not. Um, I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm not saying that they're overrated or anything. But, let's not forget the Atlanta Falcons last year were 6-10. And the year before that, they were 4-12. So for me to just sit here and say that I feel like if they're this juggernaut team that we cannot beat, I'd be fooling myself. And for him, now, the circumstances, the way we're playing, the stuff that we're going through right now, I can understand where he's coming from, or any Falcon fan will come from when they say they should win the game. True that. Right now, we are struggling. Right now, we are not playing well. So I can understand where your confidence will come from. But at the same time, I do know that we have some pieces on this team that can beat people. I do. I truly believe that. And it's like I said on my last video, I said that, talent wise, we got talent. We're only struggling in talent in certain areas of the team, not all. And I said that in my last video. We got some pieces on this team to beat people. We do. We got some pieces on the team to beat people, and we're only struggling in certain areas right now. And I said that. Now, for him to come out and say that we don't have anything at all to work with, that's an absolute lie. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't remember who we played, but I said this long before. The defensive schemes that we've been running have been hurting the team. Now, we did hold Aaron Rodgers in check with a different scheme. And I know if we could hold Aaron Rodgers in check, I know damn well we could hold Matt Ryan in check. No doubt. No doubt. But I mean, we still got Bowman. We still got Ahmad Brooks. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Lynch is still there. Eric Reed is still there. You know. Jaquaski Tart is going to be a good player. I'm telling you, he's going to lay some thump this game. Quentin Dow can still make plays. So we have some pieces in some areas. Okay? We do. Now, we got Blaine Gabbert starting at quarterback. And my thing about that is, with a new quarterback, I think that it can work. This could work in our favor. By no way am I saying Blaine Gabbert is better than Kaepernick, or I agree with Blaine Gabbert starting over Kaepernick, because I don't. With this terrible offensive line, I don't think it's going to matter. But with a new quarterback in there, I think that, you definitely can catch the first couple teams off guard, because, you had a quarterback that you really hadn't been able to study him. You don't have any film, so you got a new guy that can really, catch some teams off guard. And I think that might happen with Gabbert playing the Falcons versus Kaepernick. Now, the thing about it is, if you want to sit up, a Falcon fan, if you want to sit up and talk shit about Kaepernick, Kaepernick did not make this team 2-6. Okay? No one man can make a team 2-6. All right? And as much as you want to talk shit about Kaepernick, say he's not a good quarterback, Kaepernick is a good quarterback. He can play some ball. And he can win us games. It's just the team around him had not been that good. And you, of all Falcon fans, y'all should know that, it don't matter if the quarterback's doing whatever he need to do or not. If the team around him not good, then the team's not going to do good. Matt Ryan has been your starting quarterback for the last couple of seasons, but yet you went 6-10 and you went 4-12. You went 4-12 and then went 6-10. So that shows you right there that if you don't have a team around him, that don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he's walking evidence of that right there. Because if he was as elite as some Falcon fans would say, he wouldn't have went 4-12 and 6-10. There's not many quarterbacks in the NFL. Maybe it's only two that could probably carry a team all by themselves with no offensive line and no defense. And that might be Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, and that's it. Other than that, man, you need to have a supporting cast around a football team. Football is the ultimate team fucking sport. Everybody knows this. If you are a real true football fan, you got to know football is the ultimate team sport. One man don't make a fucking team, don't run a fucking team to wins in a football game. It just does not happen. I don't give a fuck who you are. It don't happen. So if anybody wants to blame a quarterback or sit up and blame Kaepernick for a 2-6 record, that's fucking ridiculous. He was not holding his team back. And I would take my quarterback any day in a playoff game. And I'm not trying to throw shots. And this is not throwing shots at Falcons and Matt Ryan, but my thing is, you look at Matt Ryan, he's 1-4 in the playoffs. Kaepernick's 4-2. Now, some people might want to say, well, you know what? The defense carried him. I disagree with that, because when we went to the Super Bowl in 2012, that season, yes, during the regular season, we had a great defense. But when the playoffs started, our defense did not play as well in the playoffs. Matter of fact, if you ask me, our defense did not play well in the playoffs at all during that Super Bowl run. The Falcons know this. Julio Jones killed us. He torched us. The Packers, we didn't really slow down, Aaron Rodgers like we needed to. And we know what happened in the Super Bowl with Joe Flacco. So my defense did not play well during this Super Bowl run. It was my offense that was carrying the team that run in the playoffs. It was Kaepernick. It was Kaepernick that was carrying that team and the running game. Okay? So my thing is we can win this game. With our offensive line being bad, we have to get rid of the ball quick. We cannot do 7-step drops. We cannot not do 5 and 7-step drops. They got to be quick. It got to be 3-step drops and out. Screens are going to help us. You know, we can do that. And if we can get a little bit of pressure on Matt Ryan and contain Julio Jones, I think that we could be victorious. Like I said, I mean, I understand where some Falcon fans are coming from with us struggling. I get that. But don't sit up here and guarantee and say that you guys are going to beat the life out of us, because I don't think that you have that kind of football team. You did just lose to Tampa Bay, which I feel like we have more talent on our team than Tampa Bay does. So I don't think that you could overlook us, and I don't think that you could just sit up here and pound your chest and say you're going to beat the shit out of us. And it's only been one Falcon fan, like I said, that's been saying this. The rest of them, you know what I'm saying, been pretty, you know what I'm saying, they know that we're not a team to be overlooked. So that's really all I got to say. That's what I got. I see y'all when I see y'all, and I am out.